Italians saw themselves as richer, more cultivated and sophisticated than the rest of Europe. At a time when Europe was unified by the Catholic religion, with the Pope wielding both spiritual and temporal powers at its head, Rome, as the seat of the papacy, was the center of the Western world, or Christendom, as contemporaries would have known it. The principal Italian states in the late 15th century were, from north to south, Milan, ruled by the Sforza family; Venice, a merchant empire ruled by an oligarchy of patrician families headed by a doge; Florence, then ruled by the Medici, as a hereditary despotism in the person of Piero, son of Lorenzo the Magnificent; the Papal States, the temporal dominion of the Pope, whose authority in practice was devolved to papal vicars, principally the Este of Ferrare, but including smaller city-states such as Bologna, Rimini, Pisa, Siena, Camerino, Forli, Faenza, and Pesaro, where families such as the Bentivoglio, the Malatesta, the Petrucci, the Varani, the Riari, and the Manfredi held sway. Mantua was held as a fief of the Holy Roman Empire by the Gonzaga family. In this fragmented state, the smaller entities bound themselves to the larger ones for protection, sometimes, as in the case of the Este and the Gonzaga, also to outside powers, notably France, or, in the case of Naples, to Spain. Round Rome, the great baronial families, the Orsini and Colonna, Savelli and Caetani, officially owed allegiance to the Pope, but in practice often fought against him, their loyalties given to the highest payer among the major states. To the south, the Kingdom of Naples, at this time ruled by a junior branch of the royal house of Aragon in Spain, included not only Naples itself and the Neapolitan Campagna, but also Puglia and Calabria. The possession of Naples lay at the heart of the foreign invasions in Lucrezia's lifetime, the throne being disputed by both its present Aragonese kings and the descendants of the previous rulers, the French house of Anjou. The Pope, as temporal lord, had the right of investiture of the crown of Naples, and it was this power which placed him at the heart of the Italian wars, as the two outside powers, France and Spain, claimed hereditary rights to the kingdom. In his History of Italy, the Florentine historian Francesco Guicciardini saw 1492, the year of Lucrezia's father's election as Pope Alexander VI, as marking the end of a golden age and the beginning of Italy's troubles. Quote, Italy had never enjoyed such prosperity or known so favorable a situation as that in which it found itself so securely at rest in the year of our Christian salvation, 1490, and the years immediately before and after. The greatest peace and tranquillity reigned everywhere, the land under cultivation no less in the most mountainous and arid regions than in the most fertile plains and areas. Dominated by no power other than her own, not only did Italy abound in inhabitants, merchandise, and riches, but she was also highly renowned for the magnificence of her many princes, for the splendor of so many noble and beautiful cities, as the seat and majesty of religion, and flourishing with men most skillful in the administration of public affairs, and most nobly talented in all disciplines, and distinguished and industrious in all the arts. Nor was Italy lacking in military glory according to the standards of that time, and adorned with so many gifts that she deservedly held a celebrated name and reputation among all the nations. End quote. That peace, in the country regarded as the richest and most civilized on earth, had been kept over the last 40 years by the Italian League, the alliance between Naples and Milan, held together by Lorenzo de' Medici, the Magnificent, and cemented by a common fear of the power of Venice. Lorenzo de' Medici died prematurely in April 1492, aged only 43. On his death, the strains which had developed within the League burst apart.